Hi, sweetie.
Hey, where's Dad?
He's out in the driveway on a phone call.
Oh, okay.
He'll be in a second.
Neighbor using our driveway to turn around again.
Nuts. Oh,
Anyway,
that's life.
it's been a week, Mom.
Oh,
Telling
no.
you.
Tell me about it.
Well, just Larry is still up in Montana.
He's still
Yeah.
in Montana?
Yeah. So, and the girls decided to go over to Shara's house. Well, she picked him up, whether they decided it or not. But, so, yeah, Lynette, she got arrested on Sunday.
Yeah, like we
And
planned.
he went up there Monday to go bail her out.
He
And
went up there.
I know. And I did try to talk him into just bailing her out from here if he really had to do it, but
it's
he
like,
didn't.
why does he? I wonder why he feels like he has to be there in person for this.
I don't know.
For this to happen.
I don't know. I'm annoyed by the whole situation, but I'm also everything is so fragile right now, Mom. Like, I mean, this is the first time I haven't cried in about 2 hours. So I'm barely holding it together. And it's like, he goes up there. I haven't heard from him. I think he's supposed to be home sometime tonight. I'm not really sure, and so I'm just sitting here waiting on pins and needles, waiting for a big blow up when he comes home, and
I hope that doesn't happen.
Well, all I know is that, Dad doing what he did after me not really wanting this to happen, it's really caused some problems. And
you know what our position was on that? She needed to answer to the law for doing something illegal to you. That was uncalled for.
I get it. And if the circumstances were any different with me and Larry's marriage, I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. Take her butt to jail. Keep her in there. Honestly. And in the beginning, I was thinking that. But with the way that everything else has been going on, I don't think you and Dad understand. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, what's going to happen when he comes home? I really don't know.
Is there any chance for marriage counseling?
Marriage counseling.
Somebody who's not involved listening to both sides and helping sort it out?
At this point, I'd love for that to happen. I really would. But, I've mentioned it kind of in passing just a few times, just saying maybe it would help us because I know I'm at fault for a lot of the stuff that's gone on. I'm not the only one, but I am at fault for a lot of stuff. But I think that he would blame me for everything and he would just be so close-minded to it that I don't think it would help. I really don't.
That's a shame. That disappoints me. That disappoints me. Okay, you're probably going to have to go through all this again with your father. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Hey. Have a seat.
All right. Tell me.
I was just telling Mom, Larry's supposed to come back sometime tonight, Dad, and all this stuff. Did you try to call and stop this again at all?
No, not since I've talked to you.
Dad, this is bad. This is really bad. My marriage is on the brink of just tatters right now. And you calling and doing this, and it feels like it was behind my back.
It was not behind you. We told you we were going to do this. We were defending you. This woman had to pay legally for what she did to you.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was actually going to do it. That's the thing. Dad said stuff like that before.
You were not that emphatic. It was like you were on both sides of the fence there.
Well,
and so I did what got you out of the middle road. And so I did what I thought was best.
Dad,
and what needs to be done.
I get that you and Mom are trying to be good parents, and you have been. For the most part, we've been pretty good for the last few months, okay? And I know that you're trying to be a good dad by doing this, seeing what happened to me and everything. But I don't think you understand how bad my marriage is right now. My relationship it's in tatters. And you doing this, it could literally break it apart. And I don't know if I can ever forgive you if this breaks my marriage up.
You sound like when you were 5 years old. Anything that your mother or I did was always, I hate you, I'm leaving, I'm packing up my stuff and
that's
going.
because I was a kid. That was because I was a teenager, hormonal, whatever it was. I'm an adult in a marriage with the one that I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. I love Larry.
I understand, but you're going to shy away from everything. This isn't one event that's affected your marriage.
I know, and I'm guilty for a lot of the stuff that's happened. But the problem is, Dad, you doing this, and then me trying to stop it and not being able to. This is really bad.
Well, you can't live your life for other people. I know you want to save that relationship with Larry, but if all it takes is to dismiss this and your marriage is fine, well, that would be one thing, but that's not going to happen. Whether you go through with it or not, it's not going to happen.
Well, I got to figure out something because my marriage has to be saved because he and me not being together, I can't survive that.
But if you and he can't talk about things, then it's over. And this is one of those things, this is, it's not always a smooth road.
I know that. I know that. There's always going to be hills and valleys. I get that. That's that, counselor BS stuff. I get it. I know.
It's not
Please.
BS.
I know. I get it. But there's so much that has happened. And this is just the icing on the cake that he needs to just write it off and to write me off. And I can't. I don't know how much more I can take.
Well, you're hanging by a thread on your marriage. If this is all it's going to take to end your marriage.
Well, Dad,
you
but
two
you're
are
the
just
one
not
that
communicating.
did this to me in my marriage.
I didn't do anything to you. I did what we told you we were going to do when we were there at the office. And you were non-committal. In fact, you tacitly agreed to it.
No, I didn't know that you were really going to follow through. And you knew I was on the fence of whether or not I wanted to do it.
And that's why we said something to you. We were both together with you. At that point, you should have said, no, I don't want to do anything. I absolutely don't. But instead, I'm thinking about it. I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Being indecisive is the worst thing in the world.
My marriage has me in my head. My stepdaughter, my niece that lives here has me in my head. Everything has me in my head because of everything that's happened.
I understand.